Welcome back to our channel where rare finds, hidden treasures, and mind-blowing collectibles take center stage, and today, we've got an incredible story that dives deep into the mysterious, astonishing world of valuable coins, specifically one particular penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, that skyrocketed in value to a jaw-dropping $30 million due to a combination of rare errors, astonishing mistakes, minting anomalies, and historical intrigue that has turned this tiny piece of copper into one of the most expensive coins in existence. And in this epic journey we're about to unfold, you'll learn exactly how this humble little cent became worth more than a luxury mansion, exotic cars, and an island combined, all thanks to the unpredictable twists of coin production, government oversights, and collectors' unquenchable thirst for rarity. Because what seems ordinary to most can sometimes hide secrets that redefine its very worth. And the penny we're talking about is not just any coin but one of the most sought-after collector's items in numismatic history. And to understand how this minuscule piece of metal, originally minted with the sole purpose of representing the lowest denomination of currency, ended up being valued at over $30 million, we need to go back in time, deep into the annals of American coin production, where it all began, and uncover the fascinating sequence of events. Mistakes, overlooked details, minting blunders, and extraordinary circumstances that gave birth to a legendary artifact of unbelievable value, and among these storied cents, none has sparked as much fascination as the fabled 1943 copper Lincoln penny, a coin that shouldn't exist, yet does, and because it does, it has become one of the most coveted coins in the entire world. And while most pennies minted in 1943 were made from steel and coated with zinc due to the wartime shortage of copper, a few copper blanks from 1942 remained in the machinery and were accidentally struck with the 1943 date before being released into circulation, and this accident, this tiny oversight by mint workers, created one of the greatest rarities in all of coin collecting, and the mere existence of these copper 1943 pennies was unknown for years until one was discovered in a high school cafeteria change, a discovery that seemed like fantasy. And once the news broke that a genuine 1943 copper penny was out there, interest exploded, and treasure hunters, collectors, and speculators began searching with feverish intensity through jars, drawers, and wallets in hopes of striking it rich with a coin once considered impossible. And it wasn't just the copper penny of 1943 that captured attention, because other era coins began surfacing, such as double-die obverse pennies where the date and lettering appear blurred or shadowed due to the die striking the coin more than once out of alignment, and these anomalies, although small, can inflate the value of a penny by thousands, or even millions of dollars if they are rare enough. And then there are coins struck on foreign planchets. Foreign coins mistakenly fed into U.S. mint presses, resulting in a bizarre and unique hybrid coin that is not only illegal to reproduce but virtually impossible to duplicate, and even these unintended combinations carry immense value. But what makes the $30 million penny truly iconic is not just its rarity, but the perfect storm of conditions surrounding it, including the historical moment of its creation, the technological limitations of the minting process in the 1940s, the urgency of wartime production, and the bureaucratic chaos that allowed a non-steel penny to sneak past inspection, and when you factor in the intense scrutiny and authentication required to confirm its legitimacy, with experts using microscopes and weight comparisons down to the hundredth of a gram, you realize that every verified 1943 copper penny is like discovering a unicorn, and to date only a few are known to exist, with some in private collections and others displayed under heavy security, and the one that fetched $30 million did so because it was not only in near-perfect condition with minimal wear but also authenticated and auctioned during a time when coin collecting had reached a fever pitch, making it a perfect storm of demand, rarity, provenance, and investor interest. And there's also the tale of the 1955 double-die penny, which due to a die alignment issue during minting has visibly doubled lettering on Liberty and In God We Trust, and has become another collector's dream, fetching tens of thousands, but still paling in comparison to the legendary 1943 copper. And don't forget the influence of grading, because a coin's value can vary massively depending on whether it is classified as mint state, extremely fine, or heavily circulated. And when a coin as rare as the copper 1943 penny also happens to be graded at MS 63 or higher, meaning virtually untouched by human hands and showing almost no blemishes, the value increases exponentially. And what's even more fascinating is that era coins are often born not out of intentional manipulation but the exact opposite: complete oversight, like wrong planchets, misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to a cutting error, all of which contribute to uniqueness and therefore desirability. And the world of numismatics is one where perfection is less important than peculiarity, where the strange and the flawed are seen not as mistakes to be discarded but as rare gems to be cherished. And this is why people spend entire lifetimes searching through thousands of coins hoping to find that one outlier, the coin that breaks the rules, defies expectations, and earns its place in history. And this obsession is what led to the emergence of multimillion-dollar coins, and even beyond the US. Errors like the 1937 D3-legged buffalo nickel, created when a mint worker overpolished a die and removed one of the buffalo's legs, have become iconic due to their uniqueness. And although it sells for far less than the $30 million penny, it demonstrates how even the tiniest deviation from normal can become historic. And when we talk about coins becoming valuable, it's not always about age or material. Sometimes it's about human error, production pressure, technological limitations, and sheer dumb luck. And in the case of the $30 million penny, all of those elements collided to produce a legend. And while it's easy to assume that a penny could never be worth more than $1, the truth is that with the right combination of rarity, demand, story, and condition, even a single cent can outvalue gold bars, diamond necklaces, and private jets. And the most thrilling part is that it's possible, though incredibly rare, that one of these could be sitting in someone's old coin jar, forgotten in a drawer, or tossed in a box of spare change without anyone realizing its worth. Which is why collectors recommend checking every coin that passes through your hands, and not just the 1943 copper ones but any coin that looks slightly off, has unusual color, texture, or pattern, because you might just find an error that turns out to be one of only a few in the world. And coin values fluctuate over time based on collector interest, metal composition, historical significance, and market demand. And while most people overlook the small change in their pocket, a few lucky individuals have struck gold, metaphorically speaking, by recognizing that some coins carry stories, anomalies, and attributes that elevate them beyond their intended function and into the realm of priceless artifacts. And it's important to note that verifying these coins involves rigorous processes including third-party grading, X-ray fluorescence to test metal content, detailed die marker analysis, and provenance research to trace a coin's journey and ownership history, which all contribute to confirming authenticity and therefore maximizing sale potential. And in high-profile auctions, such as those run by Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, the appearance of a legendary coin like the $30 million penny can cause bidding wars among collectors, museums, and investors who understand that owning such a coin is not just about the metal or the date, it's about owning a piece of American history. An irreplaceable artifact that represents a singular moment in time when everything went wrong in just the right way. And for some collectors, this is the ultimate prize, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hold in their hands a mistake so rare and perfect that it becomes invaluable. And with rumors still swirling that more copper 1943 pennies might be out there in unknown collections or forgotten boxes, the hunt continues, and treasure seekers across the world remain vigilant, checking every coin they come across, hoping to be the next to discover a penny that can buy a palace, fund a legacy, or transform their lives forever. And that is the incredible, true, and ongoing saga of how one simple coin, born from mistake and forged in oversight, became a symbol of everything extraordinary about the world of numismatics. And we hope you've enjoyed diving into this rich tale with us, because in a world where value is often measured by scarcity, sometimes the tiniest coin can tell the biggest story.